Hi everybody, welcome to another career tutorial. I'm cripeman. What we're going to do this time through is we're going to throw some wrinkles on this shirt. Now I want to show you a couple of little tricks, mainly because it isn't really apparent when you run into this problem how to fix it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now you notice that I have a nicely pressed shirt on our little Toon Generation figure guy. Let me show you what I got set up for in shaders. In the abdomen, it's abdomen. Let's make it shirt. No, abdomen's fine. Abs. I have scan lines in the bump channel, and there's no scan lines represented here. No bumpiness. Even if I put the model down, it's still nothing, right? So let's go sphere preview again and jump back out of here, and I'm going to show you a little trick. And this works on all your models. For some reason, if a bump channel isn't filled with something, it doesn't register in Carrera. All right, is what I'm experiencing. That may not be what's happening, but it's what I'm observing. So anyway, let's go ahead and select the shirt. Let's select the shirt, not that. The ultra top. Let's go into model, and let's go ahead and create a 3D. Let's go ahead and create a channel. It says there's no active textures on the selected object. Blah 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 blah. We're getting ready to fix that. You have the option to skip from now on. I'm going to go ahead and not skip from now on because I might run into this again later. Let's go ahead and go OK, and let's look at our channels here. Let's go into bump map, and there's no textures in here. Let's change that. Let's go ahead and shader instance is going to be changed. That's quite all right. You have the opportunity to crank this up a little bit. Let's do that, and everything's okay. And let's go ahead and save it as shirt wrinkle. And I might already have that there. Yeah, I do. And I'm using a Mac, so that's okay. And now that we've done that, let's go ahead and jump back out. And now let's take a look. Oh, let me jump back in here. Let's go abs, copy the scan line, copy the scan lines. Let's go into abs 1. Our shader instance has been replaced. Go to abs 1, put bump, and see where the map is, 1024, just like we set it up. Let's go ahead and paste that. And now there is lines represented, not here, but when we render, there's lines right there. See that? That's one of the things that isn't readily noticeable whenever you're loading models up, and it's like, where's the bump map? You got to kind of make one, and you got to have Carrera Pro to do that. Now that we have abs and abs 1 in here, and we have two different representations, to avoid confusing them, working on one and then not having the model affected, let's go ahead and remove unused shaders. Let's jump back in here, and I want to show you this cool little trick that I'm using for wrinkles, and that is, oh no, it's not that one. It's this one. It's ripples. Well, you can use either one actually. But you notice how curvy that is right there? Let me show you something here. When you render, there's a little curviness happening here too. There's a shadow represented because there is a bump map here. And the bump makes our shirt look like it's wrinkled a little bit. Let's go ahead and crank that up a little bit and play with it. Let's bring the scale down to about 50. Let's just 50 it. And let's look at what it looks like here now. Before, after. Look how wrinkly looking. Now see how it's going straight across like this? You can adjust the angle of your wrinkle by messing with the center slider. Duh. That's happened before. Let's center the H and then crank this way. Now let's see what we got. There we go. And see how it looks kind of wrinkly right there? And if you change the size of it, you'll get more wrinkly. 25, but it's going to look really cheesy. And that kind of looks cheesy too. And you see how it looks kind of twisty there? Check this out. Now if you want to throw some interference in there, let's bring that to 75. There you go. That's a little more. There we go. If you kind of finesse the effect a little bit, it's gonna serve you better, I think. Now, if you want to make it look like that he slept in his clothes, let's go ahead and do a multiply by natural functions waves. And waves are pretty cool too, because you can have multiple wrinkles. The only thing is, there's artifacting when you render. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, make a liar out of me. I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit. Let's bring the scale down here. Bring it down here. Amplitude. Amplitude. Perturb that sucker. Perturb this sucker. Add another wave. Perturb that sucker. Scale that up. Kapow. Angle that. And let's see what we got. The effects are really, that's not good. I hate it when this happens. Do you hate it when this happens too? I bet you do. 125. Let's bring that down to 85. You don't need all that light in there. There we go. And that looks a little more wrinkly. Let me show you the artifacting I'm talking about. When you get really close, there's some artifacts in there. Okay. Make a liar out of me. Let's just put waves in the primary channel. See if I can get it to do what I'm talking about. Grr. Perturbation, amplitude. Nah, we want the amplitude up there. Angle it a little bit. Angle a little bit this way. Come on, baby. Let's do that and perturb it a little bit. The scaling on your shaders can be a little bit weird. Oh, there we go. That's going to be ridiculous looking, I think. Is it? Yeah, kind of. You can kind of see what I'm talking about right there. Well, that's still not as bad as when I'd first test rendered it. There can be some artifacting if you don't have your amplitude settings right. Amplitude is the one that makes a lot of the difference. But if you perturb it too much, if you do a super perturb it, it winds up getting to be kind of, there we go. Nah, it's not too bad, but you can still see once you start doing that, the artifacting starts to happen. See that? It juts out a little bit more color from it because of the wrinkle, because of the bump. Anyway, play around with it. It's a cool trick, and it'll save you from having to do a lot of texturing. Texturing is still the best way to do this kind of thing, but if you're lazy like me, you have the opportunity to do it a different way. Anyway, that's it for this time. I'm Cripeman, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.